Just get the lid off. Hey guys, it's Gaz and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have something really tasty, really quick, healthy, and it can be done in about 30 minutes, less than that probably. It's a really nice roasted pepper and tomato soup. I'm also going to be serving it with some beautifully smoky, spicy chickpeas and some creme fraiche, which I'm going to make myself. So I'm going to be using 4 beautiful red peppers, and I've got 6 vine tomatoes, and all I need you to do is slice them down the middle and then just carefully take out the seeds like so, and then just chop them in half and place them into the tray. And I'm not going to be using any oil in this recipe, so just make sure you've got a non-stick tray. The tomatoes in fact will release a lot of liquid, so you won't really need the oil, to be honest with you. Finish off preparing the peppers and place them in the tray. Discard the seeds and the stalks. I'm also going to be adding 2 red onions into the tray, and all I need to do with these, slice them down the middle and in half again. Peel off the skin. So I've just peeled the red onion. My eyes are starting to water actually, and I'm just gonna take off the ends and get them into the tray. As you can see, I'm not spending too much time on my preparation. I'm just getting everything into the tray. This is very rustic, it's very quick, it's very simple, but most importantly, it's gonna be so healthy. So with the vine tomatoes, just take off the green stems, put them on your board, and all I'm gonna do is slice them in half. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to get these tomatoes onto the tray, and I preheated my oven behind me to 180 degrees Celsius. And to the tray, before it goes into the oven, I'm just going to add 3 cloves of peeled garlic, a pinch of salt. I'm also going to add a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper, just to add a little bit of spice. Squeeze the lemon juice. After all, I said I'm not using any oil in this recipe, so I need to make sure that I'm bringing all the flavors. Obviously, it's going to be flavorsome without it, but you can make it even more powerful just by adding a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of salt. Squeeze that through your hands so you're not getting any of the pips in. So basically, all we need to do now is just mix everything together, and the best way of doing it is with your hands. Just make sure everything's nicely coated. Look at the vibrant red color and purple. I'm just going to pop this into the oven. To serve with the soup, I'm actually going to be making some spicy chickpeas and also some creme fraiche, which I'm going to make with some cashew nuts. It's going to taste absolutely amazing. So let's get on with that now, whilst the red peppers and tomatoes are cooking. So guys, it's time to make our creme fraiche. And I've just got half a cup of soaked cashew nuts in my Ninja cup, and to this I'm going to add just under half a cup of cold water. I'm going to do that now. That'll do. I'm also going to add a squeeze of lemon juice, because it wouldn't be creme fraiche or sour cream without a little bit of lemon juice. A pinch of salt. Pop the lid on. And let's blitz it up until really smooth. I'm just going to check this now, see if it's smooth enough. It may need a touch more water. It's always good to add a little bit less and obviously add in more. Yeah, it's going to need a tiny bit more water, and that's just going to help it blend and keep it nice and smooth. Screw the lid back on and let's get it blended again. I will pop the link to the blender below. It comes in really handy when making all types of dishes. Guys, it's nicely blitzed up now. Let's get it into a little pot and into the fridge until ready to serve. Really creamy. It's got that nice little bit of acidity from the lemon. Cashew nuts are just amazing. Just so you know, I soaked them for about an hour in water, just cold water. Just gonna pop my creme fraiche in the fridge and then we'll get on with the spicy chickpeas. So to make the chickpeas, the boys have just been winding me up because I couldn't get the lid off. Drain out the water, give the chickpeas a slight rinse off. Right, let's get these into the saucepan with some really nice spices. Add around 1.5 cups of chickpeas to a saucepan. I haven't patted them dry because I'm not using olive oil. To the saucepan, add a pinch of cayenne pepper, a pinch of cumin, a pinch of paprika, and a pinch of dried sage. Add a squeeze of lemon juice, give it a good old mix, and pop it behind you on the stove, ready to warm up before serving your soup. So guys, the peppers and the tomatoes have been in the oven for about 25 minutes. I had to check them halfway through cooking and they needed a little bit longer, so I recommend putting them in for 25 minutes. Let's get them out. We're gonna get them in the blender and blitz them up. Oh, nice. They smell absolutely beautiful. Now, simply put them straight into a blender. It smells absolutely incredible. I probably should be wearing my avant-garde vegan apron. Don't waste any of these amazing juices. What I'm gonna do is just pour a little bit of my vegetable stock into it and just give it a little mix round and get that in as well. Beautiful. So into my blender, I'm gonna add around about 2 cups of good quality vegetable stock and 1 cup of soy milk. I'm gonna pop it onto the blender and get the lid on. Let's turn it on and let's get it blended up. It smells so fresh, so fresh. And just so you know, if you want to make any more, if you're serving it to more people, obviously just double the quantity. It's so simple to make, it's so cheap to make, and it just tastes beautiful. So let's get it in the saucepan and we'll just check it for seasoning whilst we're heating up the spicy chickpeas. The consistency, the colour, the smell is just absolutely perfect. All I need to do is just give it a little try. That's really tangy. All I need to add is some salt to season it, bring out more flavour. Just add a pinch of salt. I'm actually going to add a little bit of paprika instead of black pepper, and that is just going to season it nicely and add a little bit of a kick, and also a squeeze of lemon. Lemon juice is the perfect ingredient to use to bring out flavours as well as salt. Stir in the seasoning, then pop the lid on and get it on the stove over a low heat for a couple minutes whilst we warm up the chickpeas. So guys, everything's cooked. Let's get the soup off, let's serve it up, and I've got some friends waiting outside waiting to taste it. They smell absolutely amazing. Simply a few ladles into each bowl. This soup serves 3 to 4, but for my mates outside, I'm probably gonna serve it all up. Let's get some of our amazing spicy chickpeas in the center. Finally, we've got our creme fraiche, which I'm just gonna try and do some nice swirls like so. For a splash of green, I'm gonna add some fresh thyme leaves just over the top. This is looking really rustic, but also quite elegant at the same time. Finally, because I love the flavour so much, I probably said finally 3 times now, but I want to keep adding the paprika, a little tiny sprinkle. This one is smoked, so it'll add a nice smoky flavour. And that's it. I'm gonna go and serve this up now. I'm gonna keep some of the creme fraiche on the side if any of my friends want to tuck in. Before I serve it, I just want to, presentation is really important to me. Obviously, I don't want any splashes around the side. Perfect. Now let's go and serve this. I've I've got a couple of friends outside. Let's serve this up. Hey guys, here's some nice soup for you. Roast, red pepper, and tomato soup. And creme fraiche and some focaccia.
Fantastic.
Tuck in.
That's amazing. So good.
Don't forget, if you like this video, please like, share, comment, hit subscribe, and if you want to be part of the notification gang, hit the bell so you're the first one to know about my new videos. What do you think of it, guys? Good?
Amazing.
Wicked.